Hello everyone, and welcome back to Game Break, an Inspire the Muse presentation where we explore the plot behind some great video games. Will here, returning with BioShock Infinite, and when we last left off, Booker and Elizabeth had arrived just in time to see Daisy Fitzroy kill Fink in cold blood. And then Smear said blood on her face. Now the Vox Populi are off to kill the false Booker, and of course, they have a handyman on their side. How worse could things possibly get for Booker and Elizabeth? Yikes! What's this real quick? 50% chance to burn nearby enemies, 400 damage over time. Yeah, I'm gonna take it. I'm not gonna equip it right now.
Elizabeth!
There you go!
Maybe that'll help. There's more people. Oh, and they're up.
Catch!
Great!
Wow! Okay. What's going on?
No, no, no! She's going to kill that child. Booker, we have to do something. We have to act. We have to get in there.
Working on it.
Come on, Booker, we gotta get out of here. Boost me up.
Alright. Elizabeth's gonna be a little bit of a dinky-donk about this, but I need to look around and stuff. No idea what that is. Because I need health, I need salts, I need ammo, I need stuff. And the beauty of video games is that they actually... If I was time to do this, it would be timed. But holy crap, Fitzroy is crazy. She really is just as bad as Comstock and Fink, with no regard for the life of people who aren't on her side. One of those, if you're not with me, you're against me sort of things. But the only problem being is, if you're against me, I, horribly murder you. And that's not good. Shot Fink in cold blood while he was trying to surrender, and now she's going after some kid. Then we gotta get in there and stop her, but this apparently means I have to boost Elizabeth up. Just all kinds of shenanigans. Electrics. Oh yeah, there she is. You go, Elizabeth.
Window and distract Daisy. Go!
Here we go.
Is this it? Is this your movement, Daisy?
This is what needs to be done. You see, the founders ain't nothing but weeds. Cut them down and they just grow back. If you want to get rid of the weed, you gotta pull it up from the root. It's the only way to get...
Oh. Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
I guess it runs in the family.
Shit.
Elizabeth. Whoa, whoa, hey, easy.
And she went off ahead. But, wow. I didn't think Elizabeth was going to kill her. This world is weird. And this is going to be bad for Elizabeth. Who is, of course, running away. Alright, so at least we have the First Lady airship now. Maybe we can finally get out of here? I'm guessing not, but...
Elizabeth! I know how this feels.
Can we get through to her at all? Oh, that's it. They're not letting me knock on the door anymore because I walked away, maybe? I mean, maybe she's just washing up, but she was quite the innocent, and now she's murdered someone. That's not good. She's gonna be freaking out even more. First, she feels responsible for the death of Chen Lin. And now she is directly responsible for the death of Daisy Fitzroy. Things are gonna get weird. And it looks like all I can do is move forward. Maybe finally get out of here.
Elizabeth.
This is all they had.
Listen,
How do you do it?
how do I do what?
Forget. How do you wash away the things that you've done?
You don't. Just learn to live with it.
So the moment of truth between us. New York or Paris? No, 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 no!
Shit. Come on, we gotta find a way to make this thing go faster.
So it looks like we're not going to New York or Paris.
Gotta be some sort of throttle or accelerator.
Do you know what that looks like?
I don't know.
Help me find it! Elizabeth!
I knew it was too good to be true.
That's not it.
Certainly is.
Isn't.
Is.
Isn't. Try
Hold
again.
on.
All right, here you are.
Booker, we've got to stop them.
No, that's it.
Booker, hurry.
That is certainly it.
No, it's not.
It is.
Is.
Here.
Is.
Isn't.
Is.
Try again.
No, you try.
Fine.
What are these two doing?
Stop it!
Nope. That's
Stop
fine.
it! You don't
Here
know
you
what
are.
you're doing.
Ha! There it is.
You've done it now. He's coming back. He's coming back.
The notes were correct.
The instrument was not.
One needs both to get his attention.
But if you know how to sing to him,
He will take you where you need to go.
Excuse you?
would you care to hear anything else, brother? Perhaps a waltz?
Oh, how nice. What's this?
Who are you?
We are where we are needed.
And needed where we are.
So Comstock uses these songs. Well, there others we can use? Something to keep the bird off our back?
Perhaps you should ask the maestro himself.
So where is he? Of course. Well, at least they left the piano.
Okay, so those two showed up yet again. Elizabeth's catching flies here. Her mouth's stuck open. So crazy time. So now Elizabeth's got to deal with the fact that she's murdered somebody. She's changed into what appears to be her mother's dress and cut her hair. Kind of like the ponytail. I'm partial to ponytails myself. And now we've learned that the bird is controlled by music, but it has to be a specific song played on a specific instrument. So just playing the song on a piano is irrelevant.
Booker. That's Comstock House. If we're gonna find him, we should start there.
The Vox are coming! We need to leave the dock! We need to push off immediately! The Vox are coming!
The Vox are just as bad.
Where are these people going?
Wherever the Vox Populi ain't.
This is not the solution. Vox Populi are just taking the city for themselves and kicking out everybody else.
You need to remove your belongings or we can't take any more people. The barge is full. You're going to have to remove some of your luggage if we're going to fit more people on deck.
People have to give up their stuff just to fit people on. And they're so terrified because the Vox are basically just killing all of these type of people. Anyone who was, you know, even if you were innocent or anything. If you lived in this part of the city, the Vox will kill you and get rid of you, so they have to evacuate now. It's just as bad, it's just now the shoe is on the other foot. This is not peace and equality in Rapture. Not by a long shot. And the Vox in this world are just as bad as Comstock's men ever were. If not, perhaps worse. Because they're just heavily disorganized group of rebellious people who will just murder on sight.
The barge is at full weight. We're taking off now. Disembark.
Well, it looks like they got a lot of the people on there. That's good.
What do you got, rich boy, huh? You can take it all. What's this, a monocle? What am I gonna do with that?
See? Sheesh. Alright, I think that's everything.
Alright.
Wow. The Vox Populi don't screw around either, apparently.
Look at this one. Do you think he wanted any part of this?
Did you?
This is not good. This is... Things were bad in the first version, but not this bad. This is horrible. Just horrible.
I found some money. Want it?
Always. All these people had to leave their stuff behind just to get out of the city before the Vox Populi just brutally murdered them because, hey, you know, you were rich, we were poor. This is just as bad. It's the same problem, just in reverse. Except now, in...
Well, no.
What? See something?
Hey, look, a lockpick.
Oh, yeah. Assuming that's the one she saw. And we can hear all the gunshots going off in the background. At this point, it's probably mostly the Vox Populi just shooting at people who are just trying to get away. Definitely wherever this was.
Do it.
Bet.
That's a weird thing to pull in. Things be not good. Hellfire. It's a hellfire. Oh! It's like a burst gun, except it's got some bounce to it. Huh. Interesting. So things be bad. And now we have to get, I guess... See, I'm not even sure what we're doing here now. Except we need to control the bird. Apparently, if we can control the songbird, we might be able to get out of here. Instead of having it... Oh, jeez, look at all the fire and just destruction. If we can get control of the songbird, Booker and Elizabeth can use the songbird to get out of here. And maybe actually get away from Columbia. Because the songbird is designed to protect Elizabeth, and the statues will...
Open it.
Sure thing.
The statues, those Comstock statues, will summon the songbird, which will try to reclaim Elizabeth. Apparently, there's special songs that can be used to control the songbird. And if we can get the right instrument, now that we apparently have the song, which we got from the lady and the gentleman, still waiting for more information on those two mysterious individuals, we'll be able to hopefully at least get the songbird to stop attacking us. But if I understood them right, maybe even use the songbird to get out of here. That could be promising.
Think you can crack this one open?
Come on. Give me something challenging.
What is it about that song that brings in the bird?
It always has. When I was younger, I used to be excited when I heard it.
Excited?
He was all I had. He fed me, brought me books. He was my friend.
Friend?
Until I grew up. And I hated him. Because he was my warden. He's just Comstock's pet, isn't he? Just like me. Got it.
Not good. So Elizabeth has a connection with the songbird, which makes sense since the songbird was the only being that Elizabeth had direct contact with. Even though it seems to me that the songbird is part man, part machine indeed.
Fitzroy's no better than Comstock. Was she?
Once people get their blood up, it ain't easy to settle it down again.
This is on our hands, isn't it?
This is bad. They scalp people and hung their scalps up here. This is bad. I mean, Comstock was bad, but this is pretty bad too. This is really bad.
Fancy putting those lock-picking skills to work?
That won't take but a minute. All done.
There's a lot here that's going to cause a lot of trouble, I can already tell. Ooh, a heater. Oh! What is this, a super shotgun? It's a super shotgun. I'll stick with this one. So, I don't know. There's a lot of trouble that's going to be coming down the pipeline, I can already tell.
Nice.
I was hesitant to consider Daisy Fitzroy an ally, but I was hoping it wouldn't come down quite to this level. But it has. I need a freight hook up there. And she wants Booker dead. Granted, it's partially from a misunderstanding, but what can we do about it? Things are not super great. That's the long and short of it. The Vox Populi pretty much have control of everything. The innocent folk that lived here, whether they were racist or not, are being kicked out, and a lot of them just were verbally racist. They weren't horrible people. They just were people of means.
Come out where I can see you.
Okay, so that undertow is useful in pulling people closer at least, so they can't hide on you. That is interesting, to say the least. But these Vox Populi, they're not great. They're not great. I was kind of rooting for them before, but this variant of them, not at all. This variant of the Vox Populi are really bad.
This prophecy business. You don't think anyone can really see the future, do you?
I saw something once when I first got here. A dream. It was New York, but larger than any New York I ever saw. It was burning.
Hope none of the prophet's magic is rubbing off on you. More money. Okay, catch.
Nice conversation followed by some cash.
Yeah!
That's probably not good. Oh, that's definitely not good.
There, that one.
Okay.
The master fears nothing but
Alright, problem solved. So maybe there is a thing to being a prophet, maybe there isn't. I do remember those weird dreams that Booker was having. That I guess you could call it a vision. I'm not really sure what you'd want to call it. I thought it was just a weird dream, but it could have been a vision. Still don't know if the prophet can really see the future, if he just has a man on the inside who's funneling him information to make him seem like a prophet. All the so-called prophecies that the prophet had all seem coincidental, like, oh, it's raining. I predict that the rain will stop and it'll be sunny, and then suddenly it is. Meanwhile, you're in a flying city that you can move to wherever you want.
Here's some cash.
So, hey, it's raining here. Let's just move the city to where it's not raining. Oh no, I prophesized that the rain would stop, and then it did. I'm a prophet. Welcome to Emporia. It's really intimidating with that big old storm cloud. I'm not gonna lie, but that's apparently probably where we're gonna go. Things have gotten interesting, and what's really weird is that I have no even idea just how far things are gonna go. For all we know, we're gonna stir up trouble and then boom, go through another tear and end up in another version of Columbia. And again, is it alternate reality, or are we just changing Columbia to feed our needs? Like, oh, we need, you know, Booker and Elizabeth need Chenlin alive, so we'll rewrite history through a tear so that he's alive, but that caused other problems. So we're like, oh, we'll rewrite it so that, you know, Chenlin has his machine parts, but doing so, of course, changed his, you know, had to change the flow of history in order to make sure that that happened, which is how everything happened, and how we're in this world where Booker's supposed to be dead and the Vox Populi are winning.
I'll be.
Nowhere to hide. I wonder if this guy offed himself.
I found a lockpick.
Oh, so he did. Right in the doorway. All we can do now is keep going forward.
Locked. Elizabeth?
Let me see.
And hopefully things aren't
Ready.
too terribly bad. Things are probably just going to get worse, though. They always just end up getting worse. It's usually how it goes. Especially if we need to.
I just realized who those two are. They, well, at least she, invented the technology that allows the city to float.
Giant balloons.
Quantum particles, suspended in space-time at a fixed height.
So, not giant balloons?
But the thing is, my book said they disappeared several years ago.
I told you they'd come.
No, you didn't.
Right. I was going to tell you they'd come.
But you didn't.
But I don't.
You sure that's right?
Something tells me they're not exactly what they appear.
I was going to have told you they'd come?
No,
The subjunctive?
that's not a subjunctive.
I don't think the syntax has been invented yet.
It would have had to have been.
Had to have had been. That can't be right.
They seem to want to help.
They seem to be out of their minds.
Odd, isn't it?
What's odd?
The fact that we sometimes...
Finish each other's sentences?
Exactly.
It would be odder if we didn't.
How do you suppose they manage that?
I'll get back to you after I figure out the floating city bit.
Fair enough. Those two are weird. So, at least one of them aided in
Come on. Comstock House is up ahead.
getting the city to fly through quantum suspended particles. Which is to say particles that are apparently suspended to the point where they don't move, which would make sense in keeping a city fly. If you set up particles to say, stay here and never fall out of the sky, then I guess they're going to stay there and never fall out of the sky? I don't know. Theoretical science, physics, mumbo-jumbo. I'm more concerned about the two, the lady and the gentleman, in all honesty. Who they are, how they keep showing up, how they were teleporting around. It's just so many questions. Just like any other BioShock, really. BioShock 1 and 2, I was the same way. So many questions.
The seed of the prophet shall sit the throne. He was grooming me, wasn't he?
Comstock? Yeah, I think so.
And why lock me up?
I'm guessing you didn't want to be groomed. Maybe you had something in the works to make you agreeable.
Like what?
I think it's best we don't find out.
I agree. I wouldn't be surprised. He was funneling energy out of her. So I wouldn't be surprised if he was trying to develop some way to better control her. Just to make sure she did exactly what he wanted her to.
Thought they'd stay on top forever. Ha! Look at them now!
Sorry, Vox. You guys are nothing but a bunch of angry murderers at this point, really.
You hold on to this.
They're just going around killing people because, hey, you're rich and you subjugated us. So now we're going to murder everyone because that makes sense. Share and share alike, right?
If there's anyone who could hear the sound of my voice, these are dire times, and I could ever so use your aid. I hope no one has forgotten me here. Now back to the music.
That poor guy. Makes sense that he would be forgotten. There's a lot going on right now, and not everyone's just going to be keen to just stop and listen to the music. But now we're going to have to stop because we're all out of time. Thank you all for joining me for this
All yours.
episode of Game Break. If you enjoyed this episode, please feel free to give it a like and continue the conversation in the comments section below. And to make sure that you don't miss out on other great videos from us, make sure to subscribe to our channel here at Inspire the Muse. And until next time, get out there, find some inspiration, and be creative.